What up YouTube, Nice and Gear Insights with another short review of a knife that I have gotten for review from Ravencrest Tactical. It was one of 3 OTFs, and like I said in my unboxing video, I will probably do a review on just the 2 large ones because honestly, I can put this in here just as a short, review. I don't think this little one is worthy of a review. It's just a really nice, cool gimmick keychain knife, I'd say. And my opinion on this knife is it's definitely operating really well. It has no issues at all. It works really good. It's really small. It's light. It fires every time. It has no deployment issues. And quality-wise, the manufacturer on this is bar to none. I mean, I don't see any issues with it. It's really great. It's light. You can use it. You put a keychain ring on here, or you can even put a lanyard if you want to, and put this in your 5th pocket in your jeans. So I don't want to put an extra review out for this just to say these short little things. So I will definitely think this is a good, if you want to spend that much money, it's $109 on the Ravencrest Tactical website. Honestly, price-wise, I don't want to put it down because it is manufactured really well. And especially, I think maybe the small size makes this so expensive. I just feel like this would be a better offering at price if the price was at like 79 or so. That's just my personal feeling. I don't want, like I said, I mean, this is a really good manufactured knife. And just in general, I feel like it's a little bit high priced. It's maybe it's just my opinion because it's so small. Because we all know sometimes small things cost more than big things. So I don't want to just put it down because of the price, because it's a good knife. It works great. It has really quality milling and everything. So I'm not gonna douse it on the price. I just say I feel personally, that's my personal opinion, and I can I can put that in my videos because it's my videos. So I feel like this would be better priced at like $79, definitely under $100, but it's still not a bad knife. So that's what I can say to this. So let's go back to this main, what the review is actually about. So this is the RCT1 Raven, which is one of their largest offerings, if not their largest offering. So you got a body. I'm not sure exactly what the body is made of. I don't think this is aluminum, to be honest, because this is a really heavy knife. This knife, when I measured it during the unboxing, came out at 8.5 ounces. So this is definitely a really heavy chunker in the pocket, and it puts your pockets down. So what I like about it is the customization that Ravencrest Tactical offered. They're offering, you can go nuts with these knives, with any single one of these knives. You can choose your own colors that you want. There's a whole big color palette that you can choose from, finishes like battle damage finish and whatnot. So I think this is really cool, and this is not so expensive that that I say it's bad. It's a more generic design. So this is actually, if you look at it, if you're familiar with OTFs, this is very similar. Just the shape of it is very similar to the Microtech Combat Troodon. So the shape of it is very similar to the Combat Troodon. The front of it on this one is different, and the rear end is a little different. And then of course the whole design on it is different. So this is a generic design that a lot of manufacturers that I have seen use. Let it be Viper Tech or Cobra Tech knives or whatever. I think this is all manufactured maybe in the same factory. I don't know. I haven't asked Ravencrest Tactical where they get their parts from, but they basically get parts for this with their logo on it, and they assemble all these knives locally here in Arizona. But yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't call it necessarily a clone, but it's definitely, it's been inspired by Microtech. So back to the function here. So the function itself works great. I had no misfires at all. It does work fine. The blade is really sharp. It's a D2 steel blade. So all Ravencrest Tactical blades are D2 steel. This is a two-tone blade, a Tanto blade, as you will see, with hollow ground, which is really nice. This is a really sharp blade, actually. I like the blade shape. It works fine. It fires good. It doesn't fire. I mean, it might not fire as hard as a Combat Showdown, but it still fires pretty solid. You got the knob here, the what is it called? The glass breaker, which I'm not a fan of. Never was. I like it when companies integrate it in the design, but not when it's screwed on like this. But it also holds the pocket clip. Like I said, this is very similar to the Combat Showdown overall, but it's definitely much heavier. It's a large OTF. I have only one other OTF to compare it to right now in the size, because I sold my own, the only one that I owned. I sold that one. I don't want to use the one that I'm still have to review. So I'm just going to give you guys some measurements real quick. I don't want to keep the video too long anymore, because I already kind of ranted on the other one. So overall length on this knife is about 9 1/4. You got a blade length of right around 3 3/4 inches. You got a cutting edge of about 3.6, maybe 3.65 inches. Good action on it. And weight, like I said, just to show you guys one more time, this comes out at 8.5 inches, which is really heavy. It drags your pants down. So 8.55 actually. So if you don't wear a belt, you better be careful when you carry this when you carry this knife. Like I said, I mean, honestly, the only negative I have about this knife is the weight. I know they have knives with aluminum body that are lighter. So there's one that's very similar to this, which actually has an aluminum body. So I'm not sure exactly what this material is. I have looked, and I don't think I have seen the answer on the website. But this is like this is really heavy, unfortunately. But it's still a cool knife. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to negative. The only negative I have about this knife is the weight. So I really like it. I think it's a really cool OTF. They make some really nice knives, or assemble really nice knives. The parts are pre-manufactured in China and then sent to the US for assembly. But yeah, I think it's not a bad knife. I think it starts at around $120, $125. So with the this version here, I assume is more closer to like $150 maybe, which is still a decent budget price for an OTF. Yes, you can, I know there's always options where you can find it cheaper, but I wouldn't, you don't get the customization on it. I don't think you can. You can only get the customization if you order from Ravencrest Tactical. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this knife. I think I would definitely recommend it to buy, but like I said, I'm a little reserved on the weight. I think that's the only negative I really have about this knife, other than the fact that this is a proprietary design. Sorry about that has been used from several other manufacturers too, which. I guess this just happens. But yeah, in general, I like the options that you can customize it. And I still recommend the knife if you want to pick it up for around $120 to $150 or so. I will link it in the description. Same as this one here. I will link this in the description as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.